Hello, and welcome to Rob's Rails. If you're a regular viewer of the channel, you'll know my content usually revolves around model railway shows, heritage galas and events, and documenting my own layout build. This video, however, is a little different. You may have noticed that the majority of my content centres around Mid Wales and Shropshire, but in this one, we're heading much further afield, taking Rob's Rails on tour if you will. Recently, I spent a week on holiday in Cornwall, and of course, I couldn't resist taking the opportunity to visit a few railways along the way. In this video, we'll be visiting the Bodmin and Wenford Railway, taking a look around the fascinating Moseley Heritage Museum, and enjoying a ride on the Little Western Railway. So, join me for Rob's Rails on tour in Cornwall. Before all of that though, we'll start at Bodmin Parkway station, where I managed to catch a Railtour passing through mid-morning on its journey north, as well as taking the opportunity to catch some different rolling stock to what I'm used to back home. The Railtour saw the distinctive blue HST set of the Blue Pullman operating from Penzance through to York. After a short hop in the car, our first railway visit of the trip takes us to the Bodmin and Wenford Railway, the largest heritage railway in Cornwall. The line runs for 6.5 miles between Bodmin General, Boscarne Junction and Bodmin Parkway, reconnecting the town with the national rail network and providing some impressive gradients along the route. During our visit, services were being operated by GWR Prairie Tank No. 5552, and we'll see the locomotive running round its train at each end of the line, as well as tackling the climb away from Bodmin Parkway. The Bodmin and Wenford Railway follows part of the former Great Western Railway branch network in Cornwall and offers some excellent opportunities to watch traditional steam operation in a beautiful setting. One of the highlights of the line is the steep climb away from Bodmin Parkway. From the station, the locomotive immediately begins working hard as it climbs towards Bodmin General, and it was certainly an experience riding immediately behind the locomotive as it powered its way up the gradient. Once back at Bodmin General, I took the opportunity to catch 5552 running round once again, this time in preparation for our journey along the other section of the railway towards Boscarne Junction. I thoroughly enjoyed my visit to the Bodmin Wenford Railway. The combination of a hard-working steam locomotive, attractive scenery, and the steep climb from Bodmin Parkway made for a very enjoyable few hours, and a railway I'd certainly recommend if you're visiting Cornwall. With one final look at number 5552, it's time to continue our tour of Cornwall and head to our next destination, where we'll find a rather different collection of rail-related attractions. The Moseley Heritage Museum is home to a fascinating collection of transport and engineering exhibits, ranging from vintage vehicles and Meccano builds to model railways and narrow gauge locomotives. There's plenty to see here, including several layouts running vintage model trains. One of the more unusual attractions is this working Meccano model of a Camborne and Redruth tram, collecting its power from overhead wires just like the real thing would have done. The museum also features this impressive Ferris wheel, built entirely from Meccano-type components. The real highlight, though, was outside, where visitors can take a ride on the museum's narrow gauge railway, which circles the adjacent paddock and offers a unique experience behind a battery electric locomotive that spent its previous life working in the nearby tin mines. Even though the weather wasn't the greatest that afternoon, the volunteers at the museum were more than happy to take us out on the railway, where there was plenty of little cameos and tongue-in-cheek references to spot on the line side, as well as horses grazing to keep everyone entertained on the way round. This was my first visit to the Moseley Heritage Museum, and it turned out to be a real hidden gem, packed with interesting exhibits. It's one of those attractions that offers something a little different, and if you find yourself in the area with an interest in railways, transport history or engineering, it's certainly worth seeking out. The final railway visit of the trip takes us to the Little Western Railway. Despite its name, this is a miniature railway that packs plenty of character into its route, offering rides through attractive surroundings behind a fleet of steam and diesel outline locomotives. On the day of our visit, services were being operated by the unique little locomotive Linda. For the remainder of this section, we'll enjoy a full uninterrupted circuit of the railway behind Linda, allowing you to experience the line just as passengers do. And that brings us to the end of this Cornwall railway tour. I hope you've enjoyed something a little different from the usual content on the channel. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more railway and model railway content, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more videos from railway visits further afield in the future. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one on Rob's Rails.